Now, Prime Minister Narendra Modi will undertake a state visit to Seychelles from June 27th to the 29th at the invitation of President Dr. Patrick Hermini. The Prime Minister will attend the Golden Jubilee celebrations of Seychelles National Day as the guest of honor, a milestone visit that also marks 50 years of diplomatic relations between the two countries. This will be Modi's first visit to Seychelles since 2015. A contingent of India's defense forces along with 2 Indian Navy ships will take part in the celebrations, underscoring the deep maritime and security ties between the 2 Indian Ocean nations. During the visit, viewers, Prime Minister Modi will hold talks with President Hermini to review the full spectrum of bilateral cooperation and exchange views on regional and international issues of shared interest. He is also set to address the National Assembly of Seychelles and will interact with members of the Indian diaspora during his stay. I want to go back to my colleague Atul Ranjan. Atul, what can you tell us about this?
Well, this is going to be the second visit by Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Seychelles, and obviously in 2015 as well he visited the nation. Now, given the fact that the two countries, India as well as Seychelles, are part of the Indian Ocean very much, given that fact, the ties between the two countries becomes quite significant, and Prime Minister Modi absolutely realizes that, and that is why you see a second tour of Prime Minister Modi in his third term, obviously. Now, given the fact that he's also going to meet the leadership of the nation, as well as discuss about trade and maritime security as well, that sort of also hints about the fact that given the fact that the US has been scaling back, it's important that it has accorded to Quad. Now India is increasingly looking at regional partners, to partner with and maybe create a self security zone that sort of is self-driven and with its allies rather than solely relying on the USA. Now, given the fact that the Indian Prime Minister is also going to meet the Indian diaspora as well there, so in a way, it's an attempt by Indian Prime Minister to also sort of establish a cultural connect between the people out there as well as obviously the Indians. So given that fact and given the fact that this is the second tour of Prime Minister Modi, this is marks quite a significant visit.
Thanks, Atul, for joining me. And with that, viewers, it's a wrap from me. Thank you for your time and trust. But stay tuned to NewsX because there's a lot more coming up on the other side of this short commercial break.